The lads, give them their due, they played as good as either Blackburn or Man United. But the glory, we lost out on those two, and the season seemed to go flat then.
I think the big problem is pissing about with the ground. I spent so much money trying to get the new ground sorted out without getting money from the players. It's their party that bought in all-seater stadiums, and it's their party that's stopping us having the all-seater stadiums. I mean, Portsmouth is a very, very small place. In the population, I think there's more people on the Portsea Island than there is anywhere else in Europe. And then they tell us that we can't build up on the ground up there. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's the hardcore supporter who have my admiration. People who travel up and down the country to watch them wet, cold nights up in the north.
You're up and down, whoever the team does, you feel exactly the same. I mean, especially when you travel all over the country following them, it's got to have an effect. You don't do that for nothing.
He don't give up. He's only a little body and he gets round people, and he's a good footballer. There's no other way. He's a good footballer.
I came in here last week on Tuesday night. I'd been to a very ordinary football match at Aldershot between the Army and the Navy, and I got a phone call at 10 o'clock to say that Walsh was going. You know, so that turned what looked like a fairly dreary week into one that was quite animated. Got me into a lot of trouble with the club.
I've been following Pompey since I've been going longer than anybody else here, and I reckon that's one of the worst kicks in the teeth I think we've ever had.
What needs to have said is all the time he's been reported on Pompey, he's never known a player who the fans have loved so much.
Really?
Yeah, he's been reported on Pompey for a long, long time.
At times like this, it makes me more determined to follow the team. If the likes of us give up, who's going to support them?
No matter what happens, the fans will still turn up.
It is frustrating, mate. It makes me mad. I reckon there's going to be protests and things. I can't see it going away because when Anderton went and we lost Whitman and we lost Beresford, Cool, people were upset, but there was no real demonstrations or anything like that. I think it could be different.
Thanks very much. I don't know what we're doing, actually. I think he's in for a transfer. Hold on. Jim Smith, he's pretty wily. He knew he would upset people, but he says that he did this in the best interest of the football club because he thought it was the best thing, and I've no reason to doubt that.
I don't know what game it was, but they were singing out about we don't want Walshy when we got somebody else, and I thought, they still forgot him. Yeah.
Jerry Creaney, what a signing he's been so far. 10 goals for Pompey so far. The weather, though, absolutely awful down here at Crampton Park. You can almost count, I think, the fans over at the Milton Road end on two hands. I shouldn't think it's any more than about 10 or 12 people over there at the moment. Those that are here are getting a real thorough drenching.
Anybody else got one? Yeah, it's going to be crap.
People nowadays are reluctant to stand in facilities which basically haven't changed fundamentally for the last 60 years. They expect more. Whether an all-seater stadium combined with success will bring them back, I don't know. Hopefully it will.
I don't like the old Cedar Stadium. Ordinary working class people won't even afford to go to those matches. It's not going to be the same. No, it's not going to be the same.
The St. Connors is shared with me! Rubbish! You are blind man!
Oh, go on, Cyril! Good ball.
Yeah, set the ball.
See that turn? Paul made the run! What a ball!
Towards the end, they just weren't bothered. I mean, look at the last 4 games. They let all 4 teams win, and they were all near the bottom. They were determined to keep them up, weren't they, all of them?
There is a latent passion for the club here. You have this amazing hardcore of 9 or 10,000 who in the main turn up whatever is on offer.
I had the FA Cup the longest because I had it all through the war. Knights, he deserves that. He deserves it, Knights, sir. I'm just hoping the fans will turn up for it now. And you can't have a friendly match between Pompey and Southampton. It just doesn't work. I was really amazed that so many people turned out. The atmosphere was brilliant. It was nice to see all those old faces. And I also think he must be very popular to have got that sort of turnout, really. I think nearly everybody that he asked to come along came along.
Baldy come on with his little legs and big stomach. And it was a nice night. And then suddenly realising that Pompey had 12 players and we still weren't any closer to scoring. I mean, the result in the end didn't really matter at all. It was just an enjoyable night out for the family. It was great.
A successful football club is very important to a city, and it generates life, vitality, vibrancy for the area. I really don't know what the scenario is for the club if they don't get Parkway.
Meeting down the Guildhall, yeah.
I know what you think about
I don't want to go, but there again, we've got to think of the future. I mean, when you've seen some of these stadiums around the country, they're magnificent.
It seems everybody has choices. We've even heard in evidence that the Brent Geese have a choice. But the young football fans have no choice. They stand or fall with Parkway.
I just wanted to get it off my chest, so to speak, and go down and say something.
It shouldn't be in Portsmouth. I mean, there's only 3 roads underneath. The most congested city in Europe. Anyway, I don't think I've got much more to say. I'm going on a bit, getting bored of myself now.
Only everybody else had your self-discipline.
At least I can feel I've spoken on Pompey's behalf. I mean, after all, it is a way of life to me. So.
Through my life I might stop going so often, but I'll always want to know how they're doing through the rest of my life, I think.
Parker raced away, pushed it past to Barlow, and when Scott beat out the shot, the little outside left was there to make it 3-0. Dorset made it 3-1 with a fine shot which gave Harry Walker no chance, but then Worrell floated over another accurate centre, and Parker timed his run to perfection to beat Scott with a powerful header. So Pompey had won the cup at the 3rd attempt, and through the efforts of Hitler, was to hold it until normality returned after World War II. Pompey's team was Walker, Morgan, Rochford, Guthrie, Rowe, Wharton, Worrell, McAllinden, Anderson,